Welcome back, everybody, to a little bit of a different kind of Trothar session. How are we all doing today, players?
I'm free.
Temporarily. When you get a new computer, you are taking over this again.
Okay, I need like $2,000 to $3,000 for that.
Great! We will find a way to get you that. But no, for everybody wondering what exactly is going on, I'm going to be doing the recordings from now on. This is not anything to do with, like, something's happened or any of that. It is mostly because Darling's computer, just like mine, has gone boom. Not exactly full boom, but pretty close. You know, pretty close. So, to just help out with a little bit of it, and just making sure, like, nothing goes bad, I'm going to be covering that. So, that's the reason why you might see, for example, like, right now, it says on the roll dice, music. This is primarily because we're still working out the kinks, trying to figure out what to go. Darling just had to worry about having the screen done this. I have to hide some of the notes. So you might see at the rolls, stuff will change around. We might change this up to something else. We might do something additional like later on. For right now, this is all we're going to do. As well, I apologize that the warnings I've been getting didn't come up to what was happening. I know that can be really frustrating. I am really sorry. Stuff happens. I don't always know how far a fight's gonna go, how long it'll take, all of that. But I am happy everyone had fun fighting, doing the best they could, and enjoying themselves. And now, we're gonna get back to the actual story, because we're basically going to probably speed through Thursday, and then move on to Friday, when the real stuff will happen. Alright, so, the other thing you may notice is that the setup is different. As we mentioned before, now that I'm recording, we're going to be having a few changes, such as the slots below are bigger with the character icons, and as well, each of the dragons have their own little spots now, to fill into the spots that were before. You'll notice that Willow's has beside him a few question marks and an open space. That is because Willoughby will be able to swap in the dragons that are available. So that is, so far unnamed, Pink Dragon, Chatter, and could have her name changed, Cordelia, all have options to be shifted around. These dragons and any other ones, until Willow gets his actual dragon, can help him out. Because now, the dragons are going to start being able to help on missions. More than just staying in the bags. So, with that out of the way, players, are we ready to get going?
Yeah!
There we go. Thought people were falling asleep there. Alright, so, Trothar Chronicles is not intended for young audiences and may contain themes such as violence, sexual assault, trauma, animal abuse, and Greek-inspired incestuous thoughts. Viewer discretion is advised. Due to the improvised nature of the show, there are themes and situations that occur that can be difficult to handle, and I can't give a warning of. If things make you uncomfortable, please take a break or skip that particular episode. Your health is far more important than any D&D game we will ever produce. So thank you all for the heads up. Today we should definitely be getting into the other warnings, such as things as grooming, the sex trade industry, as well as just children being used for sexual acts and sexual slavery. Again, none of this will ever be played out in full, but it will be at least talked about and seen the after effects. So again, viewer discretion is advised. And because I see it, Soggy Boy, we need you in the roll 20!
I've been here the whole time.
No, you're not.
Haven't. You're not. You're not.
Your goddamn name tag's not there.
You're not Sam Reich. You can't pull this off, my man.
Well, you see, the funny thing about that
Mm-hmm. Is
that if you look right now?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm looking.
in there.
No, you're
and
not.
You can't say that I wasn't.
You are not in there! Okay, I have it on the goddamn recording right now! They do not see you! Okay, now you're in there!
And I was in here the entire time.
No, you weren't.
No, you can't samurai your way out of this fucking shit. You don't run this. You don't run this town.
Exactly. Alright, but all our players are in there, so let's get started. When we last left off, just as I move the screen there, when we last left off, our players were basically just having fun, getting the last of their little energies out, if we will. Enjoying themselves, but also having a few fun realizations about what they want to do moving forward. Mostly things like, how are they going to handle the Sovereign, what the Sovereign might be doing, and more. This resulted in a lot of talk, a lot of figuring out, a lot of everything. It also resulted in a certain racist asshole getting his eyes pucked out, if we will, by the horns of a certain unhappy shepherd.
Good.
Yes, good indeed. The whole point is that it was a day that ended off not fun. Next day rolled around, it was a little better. Still not the best, but a little better. Willow still was not feeling good. And Octavio tried, I emphasize tried, to do a little bit of fun with animals.
For the record, I did better than all y'all thought, so...
Oh no, you did better than I thought. Still, it was like, huh, you are a tiny bit less prepared for this than I thought. But hey, you gave it your best shot. That's all I can ask for.
Yeah.
And now, before we move into Friday, the day that will mean that the adventures start to actually come back to a story, players, my question to you is this. The last two people who have, basically because Octavio's event was getting bucked off a griffin, if we will, or specifically almost eaten by a griffin, or a hippogriff, I believe it was. I can't remember which one it was, just you're almost eaten. Yarrow and Willow, is there anything you want to do on this particular day?
Let's see, I'm trying to remember. I had ideas like right off of last session, and then just over the week I completely forgot them.
Yes, well, over the week, well, it was more than a week, hon. It was 2 weeks.
Yeah, that probably hasn't been helping then.
Yeah, context, just to give Hun and Sweetie a little extra time, I have a rabbit acorn. Turns out stress and possibly extra fruit caused her to have gastro issues, and if any of you have a rabbit, if a rabbit suddenly has diarrhea, they will die in the next 2 days, so you have to get them to the vet ASAP. It could even be less than 2 days. So yeah, if you ever have a rabbit who's like not passing like excrement, not having bowel movements, please take them to the vet, and if you see diarrhea, take them to the ER. Jesus Christ, it could have ended up badly. But no. Yarrow, do you have anything you want to do today?
Let's see, I do have, the potion ingredients, if I have some time for that.
Okay. And I will ask this, just because it was mentioned before. Willow, do you have anything you want to do today, or you just want to take it easy?
Just take it easy.
Okay. So, with that in mind, Yarrow, you will need to go to one of the professors to craft these potions unless you want to sell it to a shop to just exchange for potions. What do you want to do?
Well, I have a kit to make them.
Fair. The question is, have you ever made potions before?
I'm pretty sure I have. I specifically have proficiency in the kit that allows me to make healing
right.
potions. Yeah.
I'm getting that mixed up with another scene
Yes.
that happened a long time ago. So yes, you have made them. If you want, you can go take them to the alchemy professor, which I'm just double checking. Your closest would probably be either Gildor, which is a no, or Professor Blackfeather, who's sciences.
I mean, I've made medicines and basic healing potions before. This can't be that much more complicated, right?
Up to you. Roll me a, let's say, medicine or arcana, up to you, to see if you can get a potion.
I would like to say that was because of the dice, not my modifier.
Oh, ain't that interesting. Alright, so I'm not gonna say you waste all that you harvested. No. You had enough to make maybe 5 greater healing potions. When you try to make 1, it does not go good. Now, you could obviously try again, but that could have consequences, Yarrow. Do you want to try again, or you want to just stop there?
I'm gonna give it one more shot.
Alright,
Gamba,
go
gamba,
ahead.
gamba.
How about a 26?
I almost saw one there. I almost saw one on that dice.
Don't draw attention to it. Don't you dare.
If you
I'm
don't...
just saying.
Wow, that's just like mental health. If you don't draw attention to it, nothing will happen, says no one ever who has mental health issues.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. So, Yarrow, that does work. The rest of the greater healing potions are made. You are able to adjust them just fine. You get 4. You had the option to have 5, now you have 4.
Okay, so I successfully craft 4.
You successfully craft 4.
Okay, awesome.
So that at least gives you 4 greater healing potions. Mostly you just get to see the rest of it. I will say just on the far side, because of where it was, you got to see round 1 of the cavalry battles, if we will, and you just got to see Octavio almost get eaten. He survives, but he almost got eaten.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Indeed.
But what's that supposed to mean?
It means you're small and tasty.
Yes. Yarrow, is there anything else you'd want to do today?
What else did I want to do today? Because I know there was other stuff I wanted to.
From the little I remember, it wasn't anything to do with your parents because you left. Like, sorry, not you left, they left. It was mostly just bulking up supplies. However, you can also do that tomorrow. And hint, hint, nudge, nudge, you can know what supplies you'll need if you wait for tomorrow. The only other thing I could think of is maybe Garland.
Spent time with Garland yesterday. Spending more time with him wouldn't be a horrible idea, but don't think that's what I meant to do.
Afraid that's all I can remember. I'm sorry.
No, it's alright. Yeah, let's... God, this is gonna bug me for the rest of the night, and I know after session I'm just gonna like burst down your door and be like, it was this!
Burst down my... We live together!
Yes, and you're in a different room.
Fair enough. Oh, Nelly.
Nope, not gonna make that comment.
Oh,
It's gonna be like, don't you guys sleep in the same bed?
we do.
Like-
That's why I'm confused what he meant.
Ah, yes. We all sleep together. You, me, and the door between us.
Yes. Alright, but last call. Anything else?
Don't think I have anything off the top of my head. So probably, yeah, spend time with Garland.
Alright. So, I won't switch over to the stable. But what you do is you go in there. Garland right now is chewing on a pumpkin. Looks like it's just the lunch stuff that has been given out. He has a pumpkin and some grass and hay. Brio has some eggs. Chitter has what looks to be some bugs. The pink dragon, so far with no name, looks to have lizards. And last but not least, Cordelia has fish. All of them seem okay. All of them seem alright. However, when Garland does smell you, because you don't really make a lot of noises except your little clippy clops, when he smells you as well as hears you, suddenly he does start to, like, knock on the door because he wants you to open it up. And he does look very excited. He's, like, doing little babbles and jumping around.
Yeah, I'm coming in. It's okay. Give me a second. And he'll slowly open the door and come in.
You do. You don't really have to worry about going fast with Garland. Garland's species, as well as just his weight, prevent him from being a fast dragon. But he is a sturdy dragon, so he just, as soon as you come in, he just flops onto your lap, and he's very happy.
Hi, and he starts to pet him.
You do. Now, the main thing is, not much happens with Garland. Because it's food time, he kind of just gives you a little attention and he's happy to see you, but he's just chewing. What I need you to roll, Yarrow, is a stealth roll.
A stealth?
A stealth. Because as you have no other ideas of what you want to do today, and this is the last thing you'll be doing, I'll need you to roll a stealth.
How's a 15?
15.
Ooh.
Let me roll for them. Okay, one of them sees you. Because I can't have you avoid a nat 20.
Aw.
So, Yarrow, as you're playing in there, you see, or at least hear, something land outside the stable. When that person, or carriage, you assume lands outside the stable, you hear a few people running out, and you hear them, like, grunt, kind of groan something about, from what you can guess, something loud, something kicks hard. And you hear what sounds like muffled screaming in a box, and it's getting carried in the stables. Now, it doesn't sound like Jocelyn, doesn't sound like anything else, but it does sound like something's going on. Two people go past you, they don't seem to notice you. However, you feel a flick on your antler.
Huh? He looks in the direction that he saw the fleck.
Yep, looking down at you, very, like, not even pretending to ignore you. Looking directly at you, is that same half-orc you saw before. Very big, muscular guy with a cane.
Hi.
We'd hoped no one would be here when we were dropping this person off. You're part of that group. Wildstar?
Wildstar.
We'll be talking tomorrow. He dips his hat to you, and he walks off. He opens the door, closes it, and goes in the school.
Okay, that happened.
Garland nods. He goes back to his pumpkin. He is happy. Nothing in the world matters, just pumpkin. Alright.
Fair enough.
Yes. So, Yarrow. Garland doesn't really do much. He is baby. He is still just baby. So, he just cuddles around you. You pet him. And unless you have anything else you want to do today, you can go upstairs.
Yeah, I'll head back to the room for now.
Alright. So you head back to the room. Octavio, last call. I assume just heading back to the room.
He is on mute.
Ah, okay. I wish I knew that. Let me check if there was a message. BRB, and it was about 3 minutes ago. Okay, so he might need a little bit to get back. We will skip over then, and because I was told by Willow that there is nothing else, then I will simply move on, and we will go back to this fun little event. So, new day comes. Everything else is fine. You go to sleep. Everyone manages to be okay. The next day, I need everyone to roll me an initiative.
I'm See, like I said, not bad.
Not bad indeed. Alright, we will say Octavio is going last. So, Yarrow, you wake up first. Before you can even attend to your kids, before you can do anything else, the I was looking at the goddamn map layer. The morning light barely cracked open. There is another knock at the door. I will say, Willow, that's when you wake up as well. And you hear on the other side, for both of you, on the knock of the door, Wildstar, you were requested in Morven's office. I did not take my students to be layabouts. Come on. Which is Jocelyn.
Okay. Be out in a bit.
Yeah,
Yeah, just getting up.
you do. Clover is not there. She's with Team Undergrowth. The kids are still asleep. Who is here, and I will say, so your kids aren't, like, left alone, is, Rose. Rose is here. So, Yarrow, Willow, if you two can interact, that would be great.
You think it's another mission, or you think it's something else?
I can't really imagine what else it would be. I really, for a second, thought you were just gonna have Yara make a, like, vaguely, like, sad noise and then say nothing.
He did not get this title, Soggy Boy, for nothing. It is his birthright.
He just makes sad little noises.
Ah, Okay. So, most of the day is very good. You know, like, it's a quiet morning. It's not like before in the tournaments where there were fights happening early on. Most of it is winding down. And the last of these fights are like the year fights, one side versus the other side. So, as everyone is quiet and not many people are doing much, could you both roll me a perception check?
I can certainly try to.
Indeed, indeedy. That's enough for
Okay,
both
good.
of
I
you.
thought that was on the 3.
That is enough for both of you.
Ah,
So how do I describe this? From way down the hallway, to which you know is Team Proud Oaks, the door is opening, and walking out appears to be a very, very small mouse deer Pecora, who just quickly walks out, and Pothos sticks his head out, whispers something, the mouse deer runs back, grabs something, leaves, and Pothos closes the door. A little bit of a morning sneak before other people see, if we will.
ah.
Well, he would probably get more action if he just stopped being so closeted about everything.
Yeah.
Will is just not acknowledging this.
Indeed. Just to update you, darling, because you were away, not many things are happening. It looks like no powers are fluctuating. But as no one had anything they wanted to do the previous day, I said, let's move into Friday and let's get the mission going underway. We're gonna change the music.
Just realized some of my rolls should have been higher because I still had gear off, but not that much higher.
Fair enough. So as you all finally make it, you follow. Jocelyn is not that far ahead. It looks like she doesn't have anything such as a cane or a brace for her arm or anything, so she looks like she's very good. As she turns back to look at all of you, she kind of just scratches the back of her head. Good to finally see all of you doing all right. We'll have a little talk about what could have been improved in the tournament, but I'm proud of all of you. You understand me?
Thank you.
She nods.
Yeah, thanks.
She nods. Does anyone want to roll an insight or perception or anything else on Jocelyn?
Yes, please.
Alright, go ahead.
I'll do insight.
Yeah, if she's looking like there's something off with her. As a 14.
14.
Ah, nope.
That one. Octavio, that makes sense. You are tired. This is like 6 in the morning. This is too early for this.
He does the fish blink because it's so goddamn early in the morning.
Okay. Yarrow, you can't really tell. Jocelyn is a professor. It's hard to figure things out. What I will say is, from the best of your knowledge, she maybe is okay, maybe she's not. You don't know. She leads you all the way up to Morven's room. There is no guards, no nothing. You do hear moaning coming from one of the rooms. A painful moan, not a moan. So possibly Eruption Wing is still recovering in a private healing area. You don't know. But it definitely sounds like a male, and it sounds like maybe some recovery is still in order. As Jocelyn gets to the door, she does stop, turn around. I need to preface that what is about to happen, I am surprised at, but you all need to be careful. Do you understand me?
Okay.
She nods. Opens the door. And I will move you all over to that area as I take eruption off. Okay. So players, from down at the entrance, you see up front are 5 individuals. 2 you know. One is Lilypad and Jocelyn. You know that very well. One is Morven. You know him very well. But for 2 of you, there's a half-orc neither of you have seen, and what looks to be a forest half-dragon. One of them looks somewhat calm, the other looks annoyed. And Yarrow, you recognize the half-orc.
Huh?
Morven looks up, sees that, seems he was talking to the 2 gentlemen. The half-orc and the half-dragon look up to both of you. It is the half-dragon, however, who smiles and flaps his wings and lands right in front of all of you. Ah, so you must be the heroes I heard about. He looks to all of you. May I, shake your hand? And he sticks out his hand to each of you.
Sure. Yara will hold out his hoof trepidatiously.
You do. So you stick out the hand, and he sticks out his hand. He's got a very, firm shake, as he gives you a pretty good shake. He smiles. Octavio, he sticks his hand out to yours.
Yeah, he very tiredly goes up and grabs it. I'm fully expecting him to be flung around like a doll, so...
Normally, yes. Instead, he gently shakes your hand. Not enough to throw you off. Very calm.
Ah, this is pleasant.
And when he turns to you, Willow, he stops and goes, Right, I was told you have a little iffy with dragons, or dragonkin, right?
A bit.
I was told to not shake your hand unless you want me to.
Nods.
I like this one.
Well, that's perfectly fine. At which point, before he talks, the half-orc comes up. Yeah, and I bet he doesn't mention he also doesn't want to shake your hand due to necromancy phobia. The half-dragon shakes his, scratches the back of his head and goes, I just, prefer to keep my limbs with the living. The half-orc rolls his eyes. He sticks his hand out to you, Willow. Name's Trent. I've been told you all might know somebody I knew.
Ah.
Oh.
We'll get to that. But he does stick his hand out to any of you.
If no one else will, Yara will shake it.
He shakes it back. He nods. Octavia, Willow, do either of you two shake his hand?
Octavia will.
You do? He gives a harder shake, so you do go up and down a bit.
Okay, I'm awake now.
Yeah. And Willow, yay or nay?
No, not shaking hand.
Yeah. So he nods. That's fine. I expected that. I've come to talk to all of you. And the half-dragon goes, and me, I've shut it, you prissy little bitch. The guy stops and nods. Alright. Morven calls back up to them. Could we please focus? And they walk up. Morven looks back to all of you. Adventurers, heroes, whatever you wish to call yourself, looks over to the half-dragon. Because they are students first and foremost. Please step forward. You guys can move your tokens to the top of the rug.
Yippee!
Morphin rubs his face, looks to all of you. I was told one of you was in the stable yesterday, taking care of, The half-orc looks over. You don't have to sugarcoat it. I know there's dragons. Figure that here. Which Morven looks over. Which we are not supposed to have as of right now. You got that other person, don't you? Yes. We do have Fern and Gully, but we still weren't beforehand. You dragon riders and your old rules. Morven glares at him. Trent seems to ignore him. Morven rubs his face. Regardless, only one of you was in there a bit. Lily? The turtle professor looks over to all of you, nods, pulls out some maps, as well as some parchments, and she kind of looks over to all of you. Do any of you know the history of Melin and the history of Cherrywood? I'm not surprised any of you do or do not. It is not something taught to many of the first years. Cherrywood and Melin are what is considered to be the only independent towns from rider bureaucracy, if we will. Each had their own form of protests to keep riders out of their cities. One, Melin, I will say she turns over to Trent. One was a bit more violent than the other, which Trent rolls his eyes. The point is, by separating them from the riders, we have lived in relative peace for a while. They handle their own things. We leave them alone. However, a treaty was made a long time ago that the people of Melin and Cherrywood had to follow a special set of rules to keep their town from being run by dragon riders. And a few days ago, it was broken.
How was it broken?
The half-dragon kind of, strums his claws on the staff. In the most horrendous, the rule we all... Oh, shut your pretty mouth. The half-orc looks over. Can't you speak in less than 5 words? There was a kid found in the mountains. A kid who was raped. The treaty we signed a long time ago stated that heinous crimes would not be tolerated, and we'd be allowed to exist so long as that was kept in line. Now, Melin's crime rate is different than Cherrywood's, and the half-dragon waves, but we both agreed not to do those heinous crimes. Lily moves forward. The treaty a long time ago was written in Draconic, and she holds it up, which states that heinous crimes fall under each city that produces it to be claimed by riders immediately and indefinitely until it has been sorted and the town proves they can run themselves without riders. I will say Trent coughs and goes, bullshit! At which point Morven and all the other professors are just glaring at him. The half-dragon scratches the back of his head. I forgot to mention, my name's Hickory Wing to cut away from some of this tension. The half-orc glares. Trent. Marvin rubs his face. To explain, as I will admit Trent is a bit right, a few days ago, a girl was found on the mountain slopes right in between the territory of Melin and Cherrywood, in the middle area, the neutral ground between each city. Every city has a neutral ground when they are very close to another. This neutral ground generally would not cause a problem if there wasn't something special between Cherrywood and Melin, and he glares at both of them, that I have strictly said I don't like. This time Trent looks a bit sheepish, and Hickory Wing looks nervous. Lily looks to all three of you. You see, against the better judgment, and under the unawares of us, Cherrywood and Melin made a tunnel system. A very vast and complex tunnel system between the two areas and certain sections they make. Now, we were assured 1,000 years ago that the tunnel systems were closed to only allow one path between Melin and Cherrywood. You see, above land in the mountains there are many beasts, very terrifying beasts. Things that would make your eyes curl up. Your skin to shake and all. And she moves the paper over. It's a little hard to get into, but the point is, as she holds up a map for all of you, showing that indeed there is a tiny strip, maybe about 50 feet wide, as she points to it. This small area of land had a tunnel in it that was not closed, it seems. A tunnel that should not exist. And we don't know who. The tunnel system does not connect to any of the other cities, unless that has been changed. The problem is, and she turns to all of them, like specifically to Trent and Hickory Wing, these two won't tell us whose tunnel that came from. Trent rubs his face. For the last time, I don't know. I came in here like 20 years ago, that's right. She rubs her face. That may be, but it was your town. You lead it. Lead it. Hickory Wing lifts his head. If I may, I really don't think this is as... what I mean is the thing to the girl was very... Jocelyn cracks a whip. He shuts up. Point is, official riders are not allowed to, do this, if we will. They're not allowed to go into the lands that are encompassed by Melin and Cherrywood. And normally, I would have a different group of adventurers go, but there's something we found. And she nods to Lily. Lily walks forward and puts up to all of you a scrap of fabric with a patch on it that you all recognize. It has a life dragon skull pointed downwards with two swords cutting through the neck. That was on the girl. Now, I know I can't speak for all of you, and if you really don't want to go, we'll handle this. But it's the hunters. Which also means, as she looks to both of them, one of you, not both of you, are doing dealings with dragon hunters. Trent says nothing, and Hickory says nothing as they look to the side. Jocelyn moves to all of you. That's why we're asking if you wish to go. Why we are asking if any of you want to. But the prize is different than what we'd thought. And she turns to Trent and she turns to Hickory Wing. Trent waves up a hand. I heard you had a bit of a debt.
A little bit.
I can't necessarily say I know what Ivy was doing, and I apologize for anything she did. When I knew her, she was impulsive and a bit snippy, even as a kid. She's gone on her own journey, I respect that, but I also respect that all of you had to deal with that. So I'm offering this regardless of whatever you do. I will match this payment to the school. I'm willing to give you about 5,000 gold to pay off your debt.
Oh.
Whatever troubles Ivy brought, and wherever she's gone, I don't care. but I care that she was a part of this and left. So I wish to just give this to help out.
Very much appreciated.
He nods, and he does give a bit of a glare to Morgan, and despite what some may think about me trying to bribe you all, I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to pay off and make up for what she did. And he puts the 5,000 down, and he looks to both of you, like all of you, and he just nods. Can't make up much, but I can make up that. Make sense?
Yeah.
He nods. Morven looks to all of you. I will count the 7,000. Well, now it is at 7,000 of what you owe.
All right.
Hickory, however, looks up. As for me, there are things that we feel about necromancers in Cherrywood and beliefs, but I heard one of you was suffering from Celestial's wrath.
Just stares at him like that was definitely a weird sentence for me.
I would prefer not to touch, if we will, the person who has it. I have been told it might be the necromancer over there. But I know Life Dragon.
Okay.
And I would be willing to, if you helped out my town, prove our innocence, to offer that. Trent rolls his eyes. Yeah. Technically, that money's also to pay off the, pick my side thing. And he kind of rolls his eyes. Morven
Yeah, just sighs.
Yeah, Morven looks to all of you. You are to pick which town and find out which town is the one that is guilty. Despite what might be bribes, and he glares at them and they say nothing, it is up to you to find the truth. As for the victim, I don't suggest any of you to see her.
Alright.
Jocelyn nods. I'll say this, I've seen a lot of fucked up things in my time. That is not something I ever thought I'd see that disturbed me. Poor kid, too. She talks weird, so I don't know what she's talking about, but she keeps saying, I need to find my pimp, and I have no fucking idea what she's talking about. But she's already injured like 5 nurses.
Sounds like some kind of conditioning.
You think I know? Honey talks like some rich gal, yet also doesn't seem to know how to spell. Poor kid attacks anything that's a male, especially if it's a half-dragon male. But she's fine to talk with girls. She still has injured quite a few of us, though. Don't really know her name, but poor thing's scared. We're trying to trank her, and the thing about half-elves, they don't go to sleep, so we are trying other methods at this point.
Half-elf.
Yeah, she's a half-elf. Young kid, too, maybe about 16 at most.
Can I roll a history? Because that sounds familiar to me. I'm just trying to remember her name.
Kind of, you can.
Just to see if I can remember the name or not. A 12?
What you remember is Sylvie was an elf.
Not half elf, okay.
No, she wasn't a half-elf, she was an elf.
Okay.
Jocelyn looks, if one of you kind of looks at you, Yarrow, okay, you might be able to get away with it.
He kind of taps his antlers.
Yeah, that's why I said you could kind of get away with it if your antlers were off, but no. All of you are a little bit too masculine presenting. And I don't want any of you getting hurt. There is one thing I'd like to ask you help-wise. However, I also know you might want to get going. Joshua seems to have a particular interest with talking with her, and I've had to tase his nuts about 5 times with an electric stone.
Why?
I don't know. He says by the light of Ulysses he can help her, and I keep telling him if he talks any more about that, I'm gonna make sure he's getting a vasectomy with a butter knife. Morven rubs his face. I have told him to stay away, and at this point, when he didn't listen to me, I told Jocelyn to use any force need be. But he's still, for some reason, trying to talk to her.
And he refuses to say why?
He nods. At which point, Trent looks over. All you're saying she talks weird. She talks just fine. Yeah, Jocelyn looks over. She talks strange. She talks just like me. Which makes even more credence it's from your town. No, it's not. And how do you know that? 'Cause I'm saying right here. That tone of voice, it's from the underbelly. The underbelly? The poor side, the cheapskate. Oh, the poverty. Yeah. Someone who doesn't go to some big fancy school but probably got more knowledge than the rest of you. That's how she talks. Probably scared she's getting arrested. Jocelyn nods. Maybe, but I'm not letting her just leave. We need to run some kits, if we will. Trent nods. I could punch her. Lily looks over, perhaps not traumatizing the young child more. Hickory nods. I could, I could. You also stay away. The child is not like male half-dragons. Jocelyn rubs her face. Anyway, I'm gonna head over to try and help her out. Calm her down and all that. I don't know where her mother is. I don't know where her father is. I don't know how she got here, but she needs medical attention. You 3 do whatever you need to. Before midday, I need you all to be at the carriages. You're gonna head to Grove, and then you're gonna head to one of the towns. So we don't have favoritism, and looks over to Trent and Hickory Wing, or anything. We are going to specifically not say here. You all will tell the driver at Grove where you're going. Alright?
Gotcha.
But I also can't come with you this mission. If they find out, the hunters, that we're coming, we are in serious shit.
So it can only be us that goes.
She nods. It's only you. And she kind of looks to all of you and gives a little punch in each of your shoulders. Except for you, Willow. She doesn't do it to you.
Just like, thank you.
I think I've trained you all well enough to be brave enough to fight. Or am I wrong? And y'all are just yellow-bellied.
No, personally, my concern would be more of authority of what we're allowed to do.
Well, that's the best part. She hands you all pieces of paper, envelopes. You get arrested by a guard, you hand them this. You have full authority as if you were a rider. Alright?
Yeah.
No holdbacks. No nothing. Just follow the law. Alright?
Follow the law.
And if you want to send any of your female friends to go check out and see if you can help us calm down the girl, I'd appreciate it. From what we've gathered, she hasn't slept in about 24, almost 36 hours at this rate. She's getting exhausted, but she is still staying awake. From what I can tell, she's trancing, so she does not need to sleep, but she is still doing everything to, well, keep herself awake, to not let herself get grabbed by one of us. Alright?
Gotcha.
We'll see what we can do.
She gives a small bow. Good luck. And remember. And she does move something with her hands as she speaks. I'm gonna whip your asses if you get in trouble again. Anyone who knows sign language in this case, or a form of thieves' cant, can know this automatically, but would need to roll a deception to make it so you're not looking at the hands. Anyone who doesn't know thieves' cant, please roll an intelligence and a deception.
Intelligence. Wow. Okay.
Start with the
Perfect.
intelligence.
That's the intelligence. Do I
So
start to
10
roll
for
the
the
deception?
intelligence.
I'll let you go through.
Yeah.
I'll let you go through. Willow, because of his son, just has to roll a deception.
Well, you know.
That's not bad. That's not bad. Yarrow, you're not really sure what she's saying, but you make it look like you aren't looking. Willow, just on the money. You know what she's saying. Octavio, you were able to keep yourself in line. You know what you're saying. She signs, do not trust either of them. They both seem like assholes in a different way. She bows her head. She gestures her hand out. Good luck. And see you soon, Team Wildstar. And she leaves. Mostly going back here to talk to Morven. Players, can you please move yourself down to the door? Past the door into the hallway.
Maybe.
Alright. So players, here's my question to you. Where do you want to go? Is there any supplies any of you need to catch up on? Is there anything you need to do? Is there anything you want to do?
Before we go and prepare for whatever we're going to be doing, Yarrow's going to reach into his bag and he's going to hand 2 greater potions each to each of you.
Oh, thank you.
I know we all have healing magic, but in case of emergency.
Better to be prepared.
Alrighty. Octavio, Willow, Yarrow, is there any place you all want to go?
I'm trying to think if there's anything. I don't think that there's anything in particular I need to prepare. Just a general, warning to people that we know of. Hey, by the way,
No
This is
falling
happening.
asleep.
I'm not falling asleep.
Don't do it, I got it. Ugh.
I was about to say, you fool, you start off the chain of events!
I was gonna say, did you want me to try to get Rose and Adagio over there to the half elf to see if they can try to talk to her?
If you think they'd be good for it.
I feel like Adagio would be able to probably talk some sense into her. I think, from what I remember. I could be wrong, so. Plus, Adagio's supposed to come with us on this mission, right?
No, the next mission, not this one.
The next one. Okay. I was trying to remember if it was this one or the next one. Okay.
Yeah, no. So, yeah, you can do that if you want.
Can we wait until that attempt is made so we can maybe get some more information from them when they come back?
You can indeed.
Yep.
Okay. So, Octavio, you're gonna go get Rose or Adagio. Yarrow, what are you gonna do?
That's a good question, Mega Man. Huh. I don't know. See, this is a problem of doing it later in the day, 2 weeks later.
Indeed.
Other than just preparing and making the rounds and telling people, like, hey, I'm going to be gone for an amount of time that I don't know yet.
Yeah, there's nothing else you have to do.
Then just, I guess, go to the stables and start prepping our animals.
All right. And Willow, what do you want to do?
Just prepping, I guess. I don't think he has anything specific in mind.
All right, fair enough. And the last question is, Willow. Obviously, the other dragons are being picked up, Brio and Garland. Your choices are Cordelia, Chatter, and the pink dragon. Which would you like to take with you?
I guess Cordelia?
All right, I will get Cordelia set up on the OBS then. Okay. So, to explain to everybody here how this goes, it's not too bad, which I will say, for anyone watching the recording, you're going to see like a few pictures move and everything, so please be patient with me. It's not too bad. Mostly your mounts get prepped up to do what you need to. You get them set up. They're all good. There's not too much worries. It does take a while, and eventually what happens is Rose and Rose and Adagio do actually come in. And you do actually see they both look a little surprised. The only thing is, Adagio has what looks to be a pretty bad cut on her ear.
Hey, Blinks notices that.
Yeah.
Hi.
She looks tired and just goes, hi.
What happened?
Rose licks her ear a bit. The half-elf has a very good, throw, if we will, and Adagio didn't see it coming.
Right, yeah.
Adagio
Rubs the
gives
back
you a
of his
look
head.
of, you really think I could avoid not getting hit with this?
Nope, fair.
Yeah. Rose licks her ear. We learned a little bit. She's still weird, though, admittedly.
It sounds like she's just been through a lot.
Adagio nods. She was a lot like me.
His ears go back.
I get the fear.
Yeah, you don't need to try to push anything with her or anything like that, just... Kind of looks at both of them. Just considering I might be gone the entire weekend, just... I'm not saying something for you guys to do while I'm gone, just something I'd like for you to be able to look into until I get back, alright?
Rose nods. It should be easy. We did at least get her name, though.
What was her name?
I think Penny?
Name sounds very familiar right now, but it's been
One of
a
these
hot fucking minute.
One of you should definitely know who that is.
Yeah.
But she nods. She just said her name's Penny when she saw we were girls, and just said she's looking for her pimp. We don't really know anything else she wants or needs, but she's scared as all hells.
Right. So goes up and gives both of them a hug. Thank you both so much for getting that much at least.
They nod. And of course, they look to you. They look a little anxious. However, Adagio does stop and kind of scratch her head. She kind of looks to Rose. Rose nods. Yeah. We actually need to talk to, Willow.
That's a very worrying statement. Why do you need to talk to Willow?
They scratch the back of, like, Adagio kind of clears her throat. You, have herbs for stopping pregnancy?
He blinks. Oh boy.
Yeah, she's just looking to Willow. Do you?
What was it, sorry?
She said, you have herbs that stop pregnancy, don't you?
They they blink a little bit and kind of slowly nod.
She's not far along, but I think she'll need them.
Just nods.
Yeah, so she just puts her hand out, like her paw.
Yeah, Gru reaches into their bag and hands it over.
She bows her head and nods. Thank you. We're gonna see if we can maybe... Yeah, Rose looks... I don't like it either. We're gonna see if we can at least calm her down. Maybe if we have to, pin her down just so they can come and not make her fall asleep, but at least give her a bit of a sedative.
Oh.
Got a special one for elves, but not much else. Adagio nods to both to all of you. Rose nods, and they walk off. You all may interact.
Okay. That's
at least some information. That's at least some information to go off of, at least.
Nod.
Alright. As I am switching maps, if y'all just want to talk a little amongst yourselves, I'll get the route ready.
So probably should have asked this before, but what's a pimp?
Just stare at the arrow.
Octavio looks up at Willow. I'm not going to be the one that tells him.
It's like somebody who, like... I don't even know how to describe... I don't know, man. Like, do you know what a prostitute is?
Yes.
Yeah, like, that's their boss, basically.
Oh. I mean, you don't know how to describe it. That was pretty easy.
Size.
No, I'm not going to make that joke. I'm not going to make that joke at Willow's expense.
Go ahead.
What will does that make the sovereign your pimp?
Just like, no, because he doesn't pay me.
That's even worse.
That's what we call slavery.
The exchange is that I don't get executed.
I don't have sex for money.
He's always money.
All right. So, you all get your stuff. I'm going to make a few rolls to see how each part of the journey makes. As I'm going to highlight, if all of you look at the main map in light, actually, wait, no. To help with color blindness, I realized I forgot purple is also part of the color blindness. We're going to just color it in red. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then one last one here. One last one here. Okay, so players, you have to discuss where you want to go. As you can see, all of you head to Grove, which will take you 5 hours. And then, at some point, you're going to have to go through a few mountains, and mostly either grass, like grassy paths for Cherrywood, or mountains for Melin. The journey will take you roughly about 10 to 13 hours, depending on the path you go.
Hmm.
So basically, one path will get you there in 15 hours. One path will get you there in roughly about 18 hours.
I mean, the one that's a little bit shorter sounds like the better idea, just with that information.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So the one that's shorter, that'll be 15 hours, is Cherrywood. The one that is going to be 18 hours is Melin.
Just because of how hard it's going to be to get through the mountains.
Yeah, basically, Cherrywood, you just have to go through a nice, even kind of field, meadowy area. Melin, you have to go through the frickin', like the goddamn, mountain range of hilly beyond beyond compare, going to mess you up the whole time. Mountain range.
So we can either go through the forest or through the mountains.
I mean, speed of getting there aside, considering everything, maybe we shouldn't step foot in Melin right now. If we can avoid it.
I think that's a good idea, considering what happened the last time we went up to Melin, so...
Or more, we've dealt with people from Melin that have been an issue.
Right. Either way, this entire situation just... It sounds too complicated to just be a one town or the other town's problem. It sounds like both of their problems.
Yeah.
But all we can do is wait.
Yeah, let's start heading out and see what happens when we get there? Sounds like we're gonna have to camp out on the way, though.
Indeed,
Possibly.
you might have to. All right. So let's do some rolls then. You all get your mounts.
boy.
Big and small. Okay. So first leg of the journey, because I need to say this, you guys leave at about 8 a.m. By the time you get everything checked, you get your mounts ready, the dragons are brought in, you grab Cordelia, all of that, it's 8 a.m. By this point, and why I bring this up, by the time you get to the first red circle, everything's good. It takes you roughly about 2 hours. It's good, it's fine. The second circle... this is where we're going to have an interaction. Alright, it's a bad interaction because that's a nat 1, so let's see who gets it. As always, it's going to be in the order of the Trothar overlay. So 1 to Willow, 2 to Octavio, and 3 to Yarrow. It's going to be a not fun one for Yarrow.
Why me?
Because
Yeah,
I
sorry,
rolled
boy.
it.
Caleb, you're yay.
The other thing I will actually mention, because I forgot to say this. Actually, before we get to this, I forgot one thing in my notes here. Before you all go, you actually hear from behind you, "Hold it!" It's Sapphire coming stomping up basically from the stable, stomping up and looking up to all of you. "I'm coming with all of you."
You are?
She rubs her face. "Look, I don't know the kid in there, Penny. But if I'm being honest, if you guys are going to Melin, you're going to need me. Because my old abuser is there, and I want to stab his throat out."
Well, we're not going directly to Melin. We're going to Cherrywood.
I don't care where you're going. You won't see me once I get there. All I want to do is wring out his teeth. Or his neck. Whatever I can grab first.
I feel like that can happen either before we deal with the actual mission or after we deal with the actual mission, so...
Up to you, but I'm coming with you.
Alright, if you're sure.
Nods. Also as hopping in looks to Willow. Besides, to be honest, you, clam up when anything related to sex comes up, so maybe someone should come to help you. Sapphire hops in and leaves. Just hops in and leaves with you. That's the last thing I forgot to mention. Now, Yarrow, let's get to your bad time!
Why?
Chevron comes in and fucking eats Yarrow's arm.
I needed that.
What I will say, however, is that on the road, just as you're almost at Grove, who would be driving the wagon at the first bit?
I'd say Octavio.
Octavia? Okay. So, Octavio, because you are small and you can barely see above the mount's heads,
I'll be standing. I can see while I'm standing.
You have, standing or not, you have a Crichton sheep, a nightmare, and a Surus wolf. They are big compared to you.
I'm small.
You are small. The reason I bring this up is because as you're driving, you don't really see anything until it's too late and you get hit by the carriage. Or not by the carriage, but the carriage hits something. You even hear like someone making a noise of like, oh shit, as you realize you either ran over someone or you hit someone.
Oh shit, okay. It kind of stops everything and just kind of climbs up to see what he ran over.
You do. To you, it just looks like a Pecora in a white outfit. A very minimalist white outfit.
Hey, Yarrow?
Huh?
There's a Pecora out here. Kinda ran him over.
You what?
I couldn't see them.
I'm fine. The
Oh.
Pecora sits up and looks to you. I was just spreading the good word. I was heading to Grove. I must have walked off into the road. He looks over to you, sees you, Yarrow. Ah, we meet again.
This is the fucking asshole that was at the debate club, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, his ears flicked back. Oh, great.
I was hoping I'd see you at some point. He just stretches, looks to you. Great to see you. Yarrow is the name you went by before, but I would think you'd want to say Prince Yarrow.
Who I am is no concern of you.
Still so picky. Well, I can't force you to. And he just shrugs and walks. By the way, your mother says hello. She'd love for you to come off. Or come off from this pilgrimage and come home.
She's not my mother.
Deny it all you want, but she raised you.
Then why didn't she raise me with my siblings?
His ear just flicks.
You do know about them.
Of course I know about them. I took them. It was my sacred pilgrimage to bring them to their right home. And just with this ever-growing smile, he just looks to you. They're in a better place now, where they should be, where they'll be trained for the righteous acts they'll be.
So that's a confession?
He shrugs. I've done my lady's duty. There's nothing to confess.
Except I am currently an on-duty dragon rider and you just admitted to kidnapping.
And you're still Yarrow. And you will not kill another soul. And he just smiles and picks up his stuff. Perhaps Angador Island has had enough talk. Best to head to the other continents. He bows his head. I'll see you later.
Can I cast an anvil on his fucking foot so he doesn't leave?
What, you
I was
have
about to
Mystic Anvil spell?
I can create anything out of thin air.
I'm trying to remember how.
Performance of creation.
Oh, yes, I forgot. Do you have to roll anything for that?
Item. Create one non-magical item of your choice in an unoccupied space within 10 feet of you. Semi-occupied, but I mean, if it's up to DM interpretation with that. So the item must appear on the surface in a liquid that is supported. The GP value of the item can't be more than 20 times your bard level. Anvils are only 50 gold pieces.
I mean, if you want to shatter this man's foot, you can. I won't stop you.
I need something. I just need something, like, funny to happen to this motherfucker, alright?
Oh, Yara was about to do a full fucking takedown on him.
Please. Have the info go off and then you do the takedown.
I was about to say, alright, you may have your anvil.
Yeah, as this motherfucker's trying to walk away, Octavio just strums on his lute, and an anvil just appears out of nowhere and just crushes his foot.
Alright, roll me a d8.
D8. Oh. 4.
Okay, so this doesn't do as much damage as you think because it's a hoof, it's not a foot.
Fair.
It's a Bakura, so it does hurt and he does stumble back, but he's not that hurt. He's not as hurt as he could be.
He's also stuck there for 3 hours.
Yeah, so he's stuck there and he just looks annoyed.
Yeah, Yara was gonna come over. I think you misunderstand. Maybe I won't kill. But that doesn't mean I'm letting you leave.
He looks
And he's-
annoyed.
Hmm?
But he
He's gonna
doesn't
take
look... He looks annoyed, but he doesn't look intimidated.
I don't need him to be intimidated. He's stuck. I'm grabbing the manacles from our from the subdual sets that we have.
Fair enough.
And I am like formally arresting this man.
Alright, you are formally arresting. You'll have to roll a grapple. So I believe it's an athletics versus his athletics or acrobatics.
Correct.
Take a bardic.
Thank you. I might not need it.
Alright. Let us see then. Wow!
I did not need it.
Okay.
You did not need it. So, you do a formal arrest. The problem is that, like, you can't go back because that's going to take way more time. So, he's stuck there for 3 hours anyway. He's got the manacles. You can throw him in, like, the trunk or the quote-unquote trunk.
I will. First, I'm taking his gear off him because I don't know what he has on him and I don't want him escaping.
Ooh,
And then we can just drop him off at the next town that we stop by because there's definitely going to be towns that we're going to be going near.
Yes, so you're gonna be-
We haven't even passed Grove yet, so.
Yeah.
Oh, the Grove is the perfect place for me to turn and just be like, hey, by the way, this person admitted to kidnapping me and my siblings.
Fair enough.
If you could send word to my father.
Okay. So, I need you to roll me, let's say, an investigation to see if you can find everything on him.
Okay, this one I might use the Bardic for.
Yep.
This one I'm using the Bardic on. It's D8.
Yeah, D8, yep. Alright.
Okay, 12's fine.
12. So, you do see that he did have some poisonous plants on him that if he got into trouble, he could just stuff in his throat. General money, pamphlets, all that kind of thing.
He's gonna be very methodical, putting everything away. He's gonna keep it, together, not tamper with any of it. Because if he's going to be doing this formally as a dragon rider, he's going to try to follow protocol as much as he's been taught to.
Very good, very good. Okay. And you get that all set up. You tie him up. And you head to Grove. I'm going to change the music. As we change over the maps.
Oh boy.
Go, come on, there we go. Alright. Just gonna scroll out a little bit. Alright, the City of Grove. So, to explain where you all are, you guys are down at the bottom, where ironically, the symbol of all of you are. The carriages where your mounts are take a breather. Waiting there are a few people from Grove. They're talking to other individuals. Nina actually seems like she was waiting out there. The very, very old orc woman is waiting there.
Oh, hi Nina.
She smiles, she sits up. Good to see all of you. Oh, and you have a man in handcuffs. Can I ask why?
He has been trying to indoctrinate people into the cult that I was stolen into as a child, and admitted to being the one to have kidnapped me and my siblings.
She just nods like, okay, that's a lot, but okay. And she just nods. Oh. Alright. That's something.
Yeah, I was hoping I could since this happened on the road, I was hoping maybe before we head back out, I could leave him maybe with some dragon riders here.
It's alright, dear. It's alright. I'm the authority here. She walks up, and of course, this Bakura stomps his hoof and tries to hit her, which Nina flinches at. And again, if you all remember with Nina, she is beloved by many people, so many of the Holly Knights, just the Grove's Knights, stand up, see that, he's scaring Nina, and one, give him a punch in the head, and two, just start dragging him off to a cell. Nina looks at that. I very much appreciate my guard. Where are you all going?
We were given word of an incident that happened somewhere between the territories of Cherrywood and Melin. So we're on our way to Cherrywood to do some investigation.
Are you sure it's investigation and not partying?
What?
Cherrywood is known as a resort place for most riders to go to. They aren't allowed to conduct business there, but many students sneak over there to watch debauchery and all the rest.
Yeah, we're in too much debt to actually go partying, so...
She does a thumbs up fair enough, my dude. Good for you.
It's too much like real life. I know people, but come on, that's literally how this party operates at this point.
She nods. She does look to you and kind of thinks, well, you want to take your mounts with you, correct?
Well, we're going to be using them to get up there, is the plan.
There is a way you could go that's quicker than just going through there. Well, quicker for Cherrywood if that's where you wish to go. Melin is still a very long way through.
And what would that be?
If you go through to Aldertree, through the trees and the mushroom fields, and get to the lake, you can rent a boat. And if you find a captain who has a warforge, it's strong enough to lead you up through the water. And that way alone will cut your travel from 10 hours total to only about 5.
Meaning we could probably make it there by the end of the day instead of having to camp out.
Nods. You probably don't need to camp out, either way you go. But the path to Melin is very difficult. The path to Cherrywood is easier.
It takes more time.
But Melin has improved over the years too, more than Cherrywood.
I mean, to be fair, on our last major mission, we had a skirmish with mercenaries from Melin, and I feel like going directly there right now is not a good idea.
She nods. Then the 2 things you can do, and she points upwards. Follow the path north, and if you have a raft with you, which we can supply you with one, or simply just take the wheels off your carriage. She points north again and gestures to the water. Put your carriage on the river, follow it downward, and take it up. That path will take you about 7 hours, but it's still total 7 hours. But it'll be far less than an additional 10 hours. You know?
Yeah.
Or if you go through Aldertree, or around Grove, it'll be maybe about 5. But you're going to have to get somebody who can take you up the rapids. Regardless of the way, which you probably could find in Grove fairly easily.
Might not be a horrible idea. I don't think that I'd be able to pull the carriage myself through the water, and our mounts definitely wouldn't be able to.
She nods. Of course. She gestures her hand out. Then good luck. And again, welcome to Grove. And with that, we are going to call a break just a little early, just so I can grab a few things. And I will see you all back here very soon. And now, time for the ad break.
Hooray! This is Carter Hawksley from the Malachi Temple, once again sitting in for Redwing and the Raptor. While we are still figuring out the logistics of the new guidelines and the usual hosts are currently still serving their punishment, I will continue to provide news updates in their place. But first, we must compile the new news reports as the tournament progresses. So, the Trothar Chronicles will return after these messages.
Attention students and guests, word has been received of skirmishes and unrest between the cities of Melin and Cherrywood in the northern reaches of Angador Island. While we are aware that many travel to these spots on the regular, the Riders of Angador have issued a travel ban in the surrounding area to preserve public safety, as they cannot operate within these territories themselves. Anyone wishing to travel to or from the area must be aware that our guards and riders will be patrolling the routes in our jurisdiction near the territories, but anything within the borders is considered life-threatening. Please be cautious and avoid taking unnecessary risk, and remember, through dragons, we protect.
This is an update of this week's class tournaments. Year 1 has been the main spectacle this year, as word of the Angador-wide heroes known as Team Wildstar have been the players to watch for staff, students, and visitors alike. Though they've yet to win any events, all eyes have been on them for their displays of sportsmanship and displays of tactics and power rarely seen in Year 1 competitors, nearly claiming spots in the semifinals against some of the strongest newcomers this school has seen in years. That being said, the single tournament was ultimately won by latecomer student Sapphire Blue Flame, and the triples tournament was claimed by Team Draconic Burst. We're still waiting for official word at the temple for the winners of the group tournament, and all eyes are currently on the coverage of the cavalry tournament. Stay tuned for more info from your friends at the Malachi Temple.
To all fellow students, while the school and Fort Blaze insist that the Cambions that plagued us earlier in the year are detained and have been dealt with, there still seems to be incidents happening around the school. They say that they're handling it, but these evil demons keep seemingly slip through the authorities' grasp. Remember to stay close to others and be sure to be wary if someone is acting unusual. As well, it seems the most common thread between incidents is those in and involved with Team Wildstar. So, no matter how cool you think they are, stay away for your safety. Whatever is happening here, no student is safe. So, keep the big groups, keep your friends and loved ones close, stay away from Team Wildstar, and do not let anyone in your dorm. This has been a message from the concerned students of Dracodale.
Welcome back to the Malachi Temple News Update with me, Carter Hawksley. In today's headlines, the Funeral Games tournaments continue to progress through this week. The current standings are... What? That was already updated? Oh. Okay. Now back to the Trothar Chronicles, already in progress.
Welcome back, everybody, from break. I'm just going to put the right music up. I got mixed up there. So unfortunately, we are down a cleric. Looks like it's just a chronic pain issue, so we're just going to let that be. But we still have two wonderful players here, which is Little Bitty Octavio and Big Hulkin Yarrow.
Not hulking.
You're hulking when it comes to tears.
Oh.
About to say, that's more of a twink than I am. What, no response?
I'm chewing.
Not that weak!
I'm chewing and trying to keep Percy from taking my food, which he is in big trouble for taking food off the plate he shouldn't have.
Oh boy.
Alright, so when we last left off, all of you had to go get a lovely thing called Somehow to Get Up the Rapids. You can still walk around, that's still totally an option, but if you want to go by boat to save some hours, you're going to have to find someone who can help you get up there.
So I take it we're finding this captain, or...
Yeah, we're gonna have to. We don't really have a way to do it otherwise, because our mounts are gonna need somewhere.
Right.
Alright, if that's the case then please roll an investigation.
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 6.
Alright, 6,
I'm not saying it.
7,
Say the meme. Say the meme. Say the meme, Freya.
7 and 6. There you go.
Hey,
Hey, you never said you have to say the words in the same, like the numbers in the same order. So 7, 6. Okay. So first and foremost, you guys cannot find this captain for shit. It is just not possible. You keep looking and looking and looking. It's just not there. If it is supposed to be something, sure as hell isn't with you. Now, with that said, and what I want to make very clear, with all of that said, you do see that technically, you don't necessarily need a specialized warforge, you just need a warforge. So if you just, not bribe, but if you can talk to a warforge, explain what's going on, and get them to take you upriver, by all technicalities, you could get through the same way.
well, I can see if at least there's a warforged captain around.
It can't be that hard to find one, right?
I don't know. It depends on the dice.
Ain't that the
What
truth?
dice? You're breaking the fourth wall again.
That is
No,
okay.
the fourth wall breaks me.
Nelly. But no. What I was going to say is, of course, please all of you roll an investigation.
Please be better. Okay, that's better.
15?
Yep.
Very good. You know what? I can spin this. Okay, hold on. This is good.
Oh, hi,
news.
Percy. You're in this room. I forgot to close the door, didn't I?
Yeah.
Hey, Percy, get going. Good boy.
We do love our dog, just some days he's a little finicky.
Oh, yes, he is.
Including like when he took pizza from the box that he wasn't supposed to. No. So what I was going to say is, as you guys are trying to find something, you're looking, you're having trouble trying to figure out where to go. What you get, the best way I can describe it is, you get the attention of a certain someone who, the best way I can describe it is, you all have spent time with, and you all got to know and everything last time you came to Grove. And that said person was Tulip.
Oh.
So Tulip, who's just walking along, doing her own thing, spending her own time, sees all of you, lets out a little kind of chitter noise, a scree noise, and you see she's waving to all of you.
Oh,
Right.
Tulip.
Is that then Secta that you guys were talking to last time?
Oh yeah,
you
they're
did
chill.
meet. I was about to say, you did meet with her.
I did. I didn't spend a lot of time talking to her or anything, though.
Ah, I see what you mean. Then yes.
It was mainly Octavio. I think Octavio and not Mabel, Willow.
Oh yeah, no, so she walks up, looks to all of you, sees you, smiles. Well, good to see you all are here. I was wondering what was going on.
Just passing through, really. So.
From everyone talking, they said you're going to Cherrywood and Melin.
That's the plan.
Yeah, she gives a chuckle.
I heard so many people talking about us here.
Well, you want the truth?
Sure.
If I'm being quite honest, most people are talking about you because, well, not many people get the Holly Knight's sister on their side.
Okay, fair enough.
Trust me, people want to know what's going on with you all.
Yeah, we're mainly aiming for Cherrywood. We're just looking for a way to go up the river after Alder Tree.
She kind of scratch it, like, there. That was what I was trying to say. I made this character to be this way, and I have trouble with the pronouns. Zare kind of looks at themselves, looks to you. You know, we might actually be able to help each other out. I got a guy.
A guy. A guy who's nice, don't get me wrong. He's totally nice. He's just a bit... How do I describe this? Sheltered all his life, could probably be told gullible people look up and he'd think you were actually trying to talk to him. Kind of idea, like, what's that phrase? Like, you believe Gullible was taped onto the top of the ceiling? Anyway, he's, how do I describe this nicely? He made a request, and I need to give it to him. And I would prefer somebody to, help me get the thing he requested to him. What's he requested?
She rubs her face. Something I think he was trying to, bond with me and order from me, and I don't think he realizes, he orders a sex toy.
Huh?
She holds up a harness. Now, at first glance, it looks like, oh, that's a dog harness. Except that very clearly is not a dog harness. Yeah.
Huh?
She just smiles, holds it out to you, Yarrow. You put this over somebody and strap them in.
He just blinks, looks at it, and looks up to her. for sex? He just kind of tilts his head.
Zare nods. And Zare kind of looks over to you, Yarrow. You would not believe how many people I beg to have these kinds of toys. Anyway, he's a bit of a recluse, and he does live on the outskirts of Cherrywood. I would need a delivery there, but I'm pretty sure the poor fella's gonna faint when he realizes what this is, and I'd like him to not get hurt. Would you all mind watching him? Specifically, delivering it to him, and if he faints, like, helping him?
Sure? We still need to find, like...
I'm getting to
somebody...
that.
Okay.
If you do this to me, well, for me, the captain, which I know very well, would be able to take you on. Make sense?
Yeah, we can do that. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, she nods. Let's just say I don't necessarily trust that captain to, be polite about this, and I'm pretty sure the poor guy's gonna make fun of him. Does that make sense?
I think so.
Let me put you this way. This is the guy that if he finds out what I'm trying to bring up, which he will, he's going to go through the packages. He is then going to want to demand to give it to the person. And by giving it to the person, he's going to find out what it is in here and then embarrass him and the whole piece he has up there. Make sense?
I think so.
Yeah,
And
she
this
smiles.
This client of yours has ordered multiple different items from you in the past, right?
No. She rubs her face. No. No, he has not.
Okay then.
Look, he is a sweetheart, don't get me wrong. Cute little fella, sweetheart beyond compare. I can tell when someone's trying to flirt with me. And I can tell this is a flirt. And Zare just gives a wink. So we have a deal?
I mean, yeah, it sounds like a deal.
Yeah. Zare smiles, looks, alright. So, wait here about an hour, and Zare flaps their wings. Tulip kind of looks around. I'll go tell the captain. Head by the water's edge. They're going to take you... Mostly you'll have to help pull the ship to the edge of the river, because this will just get you to Alder Tree. And the river will go out all the way from Autumn Thicket up to Bloomshaw, and then through Cherrywood, alright?
Alright.
Alright.
Oh, and one other thing. Kind of things. When I say that this fella is incredibly repressed, I mean more than Soggy Boy over here. And they kind of they're kind of gestures over to Yarrow. So please do not corrupt them.
I'm really not that repressed. I'm just oblivious to
Yeah.
this kind of thing.
Tulip chuckles. Oh, honey, if you think this and... Tulip holds up the harness is risque. Imagine if I tell you what a strap-on is. And Tulip flaps up the wings and just heads out.
I was about to say, he doesn't look embarrassed about any of this. He just looks confused.
Indeed. Octavio, this is your jurisdiction now.
He blinks, looks at Yarrow, is like, Are you okay? You comfortable with all that talk, or?
I think so.
Just more confused about everything more than anything.
Yeah. I've never heard of anything like that.
Yeah, he just kind of looks as like... He has the look of, like, should I or shouldn't I type of vibe.
That's up to you.
He kind of gives him a look, and just under his breath is like, I think one of these days, whoever you're with is going to be freaky enough to do all that stuff. Anyways.
Good for you. Alright, so you have an hour in Grove. Is there anything you want to do? I believe, Yarrow, I believe you either need to pick up something in Grove, or at the very least you were looking to do something the next time you came into Grove.
Trying to think what I needed to do next time I came to Grove. Excuse me. The thing that I needed to quote unquote pick up was the armor that I had mailed to me, so I could go and thank the guy in person since I'm in town.
You could. I don't think there's anything else. I think it was the armor and possibly if you had a weapon being made.
I did not have a weapon being made.
Then it was just the armor.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, Octavio, is there anything you want to do for an hour in Grove?
Not that I can think of, so I think he's just gonna make sure everything's like all set up by the docks.
All right. So, you set up by the docks. It's not too bad, you know, it's like a little like, oh, you know, this gets a little bit annoying, but it's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
What I will say that gets a little annoying is you are teeny tiny kobold, and this is big ship. It does make it a little hard, but not... Oh, sorry?
Why isn't everything made kobold size?
Because most people are bigger than kobolds. Next time be the average height and you'll get it.
No, I'm not gonna say that.
Oh?
Originally that's what I was planning, but I was like, no, I already played too many Dragonborns.
Then you can't blame me!
I just wanted to play a silly little guy.
You are playing a silly guy, but then it is not my fault you're not the proper height!
So let's silly more little.
Whoa. You can't say he's not the proper height.
I'm the DM. I can say that if I want.
You know what they say, big things come in small packages.
I mean, yes,
I remember
that's
that line in the... Actually, now you're mentioning it, I remember that line in the Dungeons Master's Guide. The Dungeon Master reserves the right to commit microaggressions.
I am not committing a microaggression. I am stating a fact. He is not the average height.
No, saying he's not the average height is fine. You said the proper height.
Yes, the proper height to do these tasks with a boat.
Listen, it's not about size.
Says what girl ever?
I mean, you don't know. Octavio's a grower, not a shower. Anyways.
I'm not saying that, but size matters, honey.
Again, grower, not a shower.
Fair enough. Alright. No, Octavio...
man, you know?
It's the only reason why Rose and Adachi are with him.
Oh, Nelly.
Made me feel like a man, you know? Now all I have is my enormous genitals.
Goddamn. Alright, so what I was going to say before we got into tabaxine kobold genitalia, what I was going to say is that basically what we have is not too bad. Like, it's not horrible work. It's just you're not, like, and I will word this way so my player says I'm not making a microaggression, the proper height to do this comfortably. Because
You just
of...
need more pillows.
Yes. Because of that, it does take more than you were thinking, which makes it a touch bit harder to do the general work. It's not terrible, it's just difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Yarrow, I will say, because my little brain forgot to write down who the frick you got the stuff from, I am just going to say that it was specifically a fairy, a male fairy, so it takes you a little while, but eventually you do find this male fairy, and the male fairy is cleaning up shop, looks up to you, smiles. Hey, you're back! How'd the tournament go? Managed to do any good?
Fairly well. He was something terrifying. Thought he was like maybe not an insecta, but I thought he was something that looked terrifying.
Might have been a Vaishino.
Maybe.
We'll say a Vaishino then. So he is wagging his tail. He's a prickly little fella. Prickly like a cactus.
Yeah, the armor arrived just in time for some of the matches, and it really did make a difference. I just wanted to, since I was passing through, come and thank you in person for it again.
Hey, no worries. Don't get me wrong, I'm used to this kind of stuff. And where are you passing through to? And he's kind of like taking his claws and hammering out things as he looks over to you.
We're being dispatched for an investigation in Cherrywood.
He nods like, hey, that's fair. But then he stops when you say Cherrywood, and he kind of looks back, huh?
Yeah, well, they can't send regular dragon riders up there, because I don't know if you know or not, but...
He nods. Oh, I know. At least you're not going to Melin. Then he kind of chuckles as he keeps, like, getting things ready.
We might have to after. Hopefully we'll find what we need there.
Yeah, he winces. Ooh, sucks to be you. To be honest, I thought you were going up there because of the shrines.
The shrines?
He nods. Yeah, the shrines. A bunch of Pakora go there every so often to talk to the old shrines. Kind of think like the ancient stones or something, I can't remember.
Huh. Maybe I'll inquire about it while I'm there.
He nods like, yep, that's totally fair, and he goes back to his work as he stretches out. But no, I'm happy the metal worked. If you need anything, just let me know, okay?
Yeah, of course.
He bows his head, and he goes back to work.
He
Yarrow.
gives a wave and he's gonna start to head off.
Yeah. Yarrow, do you want to take a look? Specifically, do you want to take a look at the map that Sage left you a long time ago?
Yeah, he'll pull it out and take a look at it.
Alrighty. Then what I will say is specifically that it does take you a bit of time. A long time, to be honest, to pull it out, because you haven't pulled out this map in ages. But when you do, you notice something very interesting. Sure enough, one of the places that was circled on Sage's map that he gave you to help you out. One of them was Cherrywood.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. So possibly, very possibly, you might get some note or something connected to Sage in Cherrywood.
Alright. Well, I'll see what you wanted me to see here. And he'll start to pack up and head back to the, head over to the ship.
You do. Now, for the most part, the walk back is fine. There's no worries with it. Why I bring this up is once you get back there, and Octavio, you're boarding everything up and you're getting things ready and you're padding things up, the captain in question, you kind of see why there is a good chance that, Tulip might have been a bit worried. Because walking out to all of you is an otter folk with phoenix feathers all across this chain. Like basically a little chain around his neck.
Oh.
Now, that wouldn't be the worst thing about him, except he is almost butt-ass naked. Just buck-ass naked, a small pair of short shorts on him, everything else is completely exposed. Even the short shorts very much do not hide the package that this man has.
Octavio just kind of stands there like, so I take it you're the captain.
He does a thumbs up. He looks, that's right. And well, I take it you're, and he boops your nose, the snack that's gonna help take me through, aren't you?
Just kind of breathe in. I can see why Tulip wants us to make the delivery now. Okay.
Yeah, he looks to you. Aw, she thinking about me?
I guess.
Yeah, he does like... He basically gives like this little like, aw, isn't that cute kind of thing. He is, however, just like, aw, isn't that cute? She's thinking about me kind of thing. A very much trolling you, kind of having fun situation.
Do you have like any other clothes you can put on? It's very revealing.
Are you trying to impress me?
No, not trying to, just...
Because I would say that would be very bold of an ancient era telling a new age how to dress.
Opens his mouth, shuts it. Okay, fair point. I'm not going to do that then.
Yeah, he gives you a wink.
It's more so the other person that's traveling with me might legitimately pass out. Maybe. So...
He looks over to Yarrow.
Yarrow looks completely, like, normal, like he's confused why this conversation is happening.
Seems fine to me.
Huh, okay.
Yeah, he, like, blinks and looks over. Are you talking about me, Octavio?
Well, yeah, since I didn't know how much you were used to that, so...
Octavio, I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I wear clothes mostly as a courtesy to the people around me because I know it makes other people uncomfortable.
Huh. Okay.
The things we wore where I grew up really didn't leave much to the imagination, and he just kind of shrugs a little bit. I just kind of got used to seeing people.
Octavio just suddenly has
It never registered as something that was wrong.
Yeah, the guy just looks at you like, is there a problem? No notes, Octavio? Oh no, the computer might be going boom. Darlin? Hun, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Alright. The captain, I will say, turns over to you, Yarrow, puts out his hand. By the way, name's Clam, and I must say, my, did the Celestials do something with you?
More than you know, and he has a little bit of a haunted look at that, but does shake his hand and smiles.
Yeah, he just smiles. It looks like you might be a little confused that you don't get what he's doing, but he does actually, almost does a waving himself, fanning himself like he's very hot, as he just goes, my, did they do lots with you?
Yeah?
Oh, I'm gonna have fun corrupting you. And he just smiles, load him up! And he just waves his hands as others start to gather other things around him and starts to put them in the carriages, including your mounts. Now, the dragons for all of this have stayed in the carriage. Garland, however, climbs out, as does Brio and Cordelia.
Kids might want to just stay in there for a little bit longer.
Yeah. Brio sticks his head up. Why? You just said he's done something to you. What did he do?
Nothing. He said the Celestials had done stuff to me.
Yeah, what did the Celestials do to you?
He just kind of looks away and stares off into the distance for a second, and then kind of looks back.
Cordelia lifts her head up. Did they shove you in a small crate and take your eyes out and your organs too?
No.
Oh.
No, they didn't.
There are worse things than that?
Probably, but I haven't had that happen to me.
Does the thumbs okay, and just climbs back in. Also, we did just get confirmation. Looks like Octavio's stuff like this, the Discord setup, as well as the computer. As we mentioned, his computer has been going a little bit funky. So unfortunately, we're going to keep going, but Octavio will be MIA. So you get solo Yarrow time.
Do you want to keep going, or do you want to just call it here for now?
No, I'll say we'll keep going. We'll at least go on the path to Cherrywood. If by the time we get to Cherrywood he's not back, then we'll call it.
Okay.
But no. What ends up happening is it gets loaded up. Brio goes back in, as does Cordelia. Garland, however, climbs out, looks to you, and sits as he kind of looks over at the boat. Clam, however, seeing this, blinks up. Hey, you transporting dragons?
kind of. We're taking care of them for the time being.
He nods. Hey, that's fine. He puts down some boxes, turns to you. A lot of people have been transporting dragons around here.
What kind of transporting?
Don't really know. They're all wishy-washy about it. But let me tell you, you can tell as easy as I can tell how many ladies you've had sex with.
What?
Like, it is very clear that they're transporting dragons when they say they're not, just as it's clear how many women and men you have slept with. Yeah, and he just has a big smile on his face because he is nose to nose with you in height, so he's just got this big smile on his face and he just leans in close.
Okay, then, was it? Kind of like stops for a second. Did they like have any insignias on them of like a dragon skull?
No. But you see,
Okay.
dragon blood is really odorous and disgusting. It's very easy to tell when someone has been near dragon blood. And there's no way someone on Angador would do something that involves dragons and their blood if they weren't hunters.
Mm-hmm. Oh. I should tell somebody back at the school when I come back then.
You can. And he just leans, like he lays beside, because you're on the deck level, so he just lays down a strewn on the deck level, looks at you over the railing, smirks. Or you could tell me who's the handsome fellow that I'm looking at right now.
My name is Yarrow.
Ooh, pretty in sound and pretty in name. And he just leans close. Me likey. Oh, we have Octavio back. Hello.
Yeah, it's still doing the same as before.
Alright. So what we will say is that we're going to call it here. We'll try to figure out what's up with the computer. As you can tell, we are not going with that. But the road goes on. I will switch us over as we have the music going. And we will see everybody next time.
Octavio, help! He's flirting with me.
He's flirting and he's trying to know you. He's trying to know the circumference of your hip, if we will.
Oh.
I don't know. Ask Soaring.
Oh, he would tell you. Alright, so, with that out of the way, I am going to say we're going to close it there. Bye-bye, everybody!
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye!